We don't do all right anymore, right?
No, we do.
We do a different thing.
We do welcome.
Welcome.
To.
Welcome. We're not going to do that every time, are we?
No, we're just going to say.
Welcome.
Welcome. It's such a Karen way. Welcome.
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 I like it whenever people like try to they say the correct things, but they use the wrong tone.
Oh, because they're being condescending.
Yeah. They're like, no problem.
Like
it sounds
pretty
like
much my entire family and extended family my whole life.
Yeah, you're like, did I do something wrong?
Oh, that shirt looks good. College has been treating you well.
Yeah.
You look healthy.
Seems like you don't eat at McDonald's a lot.
Yeah. What about all the healthy foods I sent you? Why don't you just say I've gained a lot of weight?
Yeah.
You know, beer has a lot of calories.
It does.
I'm 22. I don't care.
You're 22 right now?
No. I just had a birthday. A couple days ago, I turned 32.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It is. It's birthday boy time.
It is. It's birthday. Dude, we did a birthday boy one last year. That was when we were the Ballback podcast.
Yeah, that was different guys.
Now
entirely.
Everyone should welcome themselves to episode 3 of episode 2. Oh, this guy doesn't even know.
I mean, who fucking
episode 2.
No, you got to say it passive aggressively. You got to go. Thanks for keeping track
thanks,
of
Austin. You're really on top of things today.
Yeah.
Always on top of it.
You're on top of stuff.
Like yeah, we know. Who knows what you've been on top of recently? Welcome to episode 2 of Chris and Kyle Explore the Universe.
Yes.
And today we're gonna explore. Dude,
so I feel like today we're going like this is like perfect. Aliens?
It is just something. First of all, I think aliens really started to get brought up during COVID, like everything else.
Yeah.
People were getting canceled again and again. And
thanks for turning that down, Austin.
Yeah, hey, Austin, thank you.
I guarantee no one heard it.
Yeah.
If you guys heard it, please leave a comment.
Yeah, please leave a comment if it sounds off.
Say thanks a lot, Austin.
I don't like what's happening with the idea that everything we see, every Hollywood movie that has been made, is starting to come to life.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been addressed, but outbreak and, COVID.
What's that one Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman, like Secret Sex Club? Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah, that's my life.
That's a real one?
Yeah, that's my life.
No, yours is Eyes Wide Closed.
His eyes are closed.
Why they go,
Wendy's is on my chest.
Sir, the orgy is full. And you're like,
if Wendy's was an orgy, I'm a nymphomaniac.
Yeah. You're like, but I have money. And they're like, we don't care.
I have enough to order $85 of Wendy's and have it not hurt me, besides hurt my arteries.
Yeah. That's fine. I was talking to somebody after our show that we did together last week.
We had a great run of shows at Zanies.
Run the clip in the background right now. I'm producing.
Run it
from our show. Run it.
Go back to the show.
Run it.
Dude, we had good shows. That was fun. Zanies Chicago.
It was fun, man. Zanies is fun. I had a nice time. They're like, it's a like very like, I don't know. As someone who helps run a lot of shows, it's like, they're fucking efficient. They do a good job.
Efficient. Wow. Extremely. It was great. I was so, in my head wanted to complete the hour, and I was just like thinking about what I'm going to do, what we're going to record. I didn't notice, because I featured there before quite a few times, and over the last 5 years I've done shows there, and the green room is stocked with so much candy and food.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. No,
nice
it's not
waters.
good for you. Nice
good waters.
Fiji
waters.
What am I, a Kardashian?
Dude, I feel every time I have Fiji water, I'm kind of like, you know what? I am better than other people. Like I do feel better than other people.
There is something about Fiji.
Yeah.
Where you're holding it, you're like, Fiji, like you think you're French.
Yeah. I'm like, I didn't even, yeah, I've got armpit hair.
You ever think you'd ever go to Fiji?
No, probably not. I mean, just based on how I like to travel, I would say no.
You're more of a woods guy.
I don't know. I just don't. I fucking hate going to the airport, Chris. Like, I hate it. I hate flying.
We're going to be on tour next year, so I hope you start to enjoy it.
Let's get a bus.
That's a great idea, because you could drive it.
Yeah.
Wait, you hate flying? I hate
I
flying.
do. I hate flying. I hate going to the airport. It always makes me nervous because everyone's so rude and like mean there. And you're like, fuck, am I gonna get arrested? I can't remember if the bag I have, like, I always have to like take every bag I have and like just dump it all the way out because I'm like, God, is this the one that has like weed in it or something like that? You know, like I'm like, I don't want to get fucking go through TSA and be like, they're like, what is this?
Do you do that much weed?
Do I do that much? You said
Is that
that
what
like
they
you're
call
my
it?
parent.
Doing the weed?
I guess so. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have to worry about it.
You like it?
I do. I like it more than alcohol.
Really?
Yeah.
That's smart. I just get too paranoid.
You're just
like,
doing too much.
Maybe I'll try it with you sometime.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That would be another explore of the universe.
Explore the universe of cannabis.
Yeah. Or we should do mushrooms together.
Oh, I would. Well, there's the 1%. There's a
I know you said
10%
this-
chance of having a psychotic episode, and
There's
that's what
no
scares me.
chance. I'll hold you.
Oh my god. What if I enjoy it?
Yeah. I'll hold it. Whatever. As long as you don't have a psychotic episode. I don't think there's definitely not a 1% chance.
Dr.
It's less.
Huberman's podcast talked about that of mushrooms. I have a
You've
lot
never
of friends.
done it before?
No, never. I was never. I was just never really a drug guy. Also, because I'm so scared all the time of losing some type of control of drugs and like the idea that your brain's not in control.
I don't think you would feel like that. Like it's like, but I do think there are drugs like that because I'm the same way. I don't like to like lose control, but like that's not one of them. That's not one of them where you're like you're just very like euphoric and happy and like
Oh, that's good.
giggly and like it's genuinely like will make you like I don't know. It's pretty dumb the way it like works in your brain. It's good.
But
It's a nice little reset on your brain.
So you can work a whole day, do shows, and then have a little bit of weed.
Mm-hmm.
And that helps you sleep, or it's just like you're unwinding.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I'm texting you, are you stoned? Is it what's important to me?
I don't know. I'll just start. I'll give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Or just like, well, yeah, there is. Does the iPhone have a emoji for weed,
I don't know. Let's look.
or like a cannabis
There's
one?
got to be one, right?
Right? You think because it's legal in so many states now, so decriminalized.
Okay, I'm gonna type weed into the emoji.
Okay.
No results.
What about marijuana?
No one knows how to spell that.
I don't know how to spell marijuana, cannabis. I barely know how to spell weed.
It's very funny to not know how to spell something that's ruined your life. That's why they keep like meth short.
I don't know how to spell cholesterol.
You ever think about that? Like, where it's like the amount of words where if somebody was like, no, like if you were in a spelling bee right now, how many of them could you get?
Oh, I was a horrible speller.
Me too. I'm not good.
Spelling test went till 8th grade.
They should probably go through high school.
Dude, but now it's a spell check. But wouldn't the fact that there's still spelling bees is
Yeah.
fascinating to me.
Yeah, but do you ever like handwrite a letter to somebody or like a card or something, and you're like, ooh, there is some.
My handwriting
misspellings
is
in here.
so bad,
Mine is bad.
that there's been times where at my day job I've asked like girls in the office, I'm like, can you guys write this card for me?
Yeah.
And like I'll type what I want written because my handwriting's so bad. I was
But-
like, just let me know, I'll sign it.
I think people would rather see your handwriting because it seems more sincere than like a girl handwriting.
I signed the. They had me sign a headshot at Zany's, and as I'm doing it, I'm just like, my handwriting is so. Is anyone gonna be able to read this?
No.
Like my handwriting is so bad. My R's look like a U, like my E's look like an R. My handwriting is non-binary.
Yeah. Mine's transitioning to good
You're
handwriting.
treasuring. I'd like to just, if I could just transition to being 25 years old. When do we get there? Because we need to get there.
I don't know that we're not there.
I mean, we are.
Do you think we live like other people our age?
No, we talked about it when we did the podcast with Jamie Kennedy. He really told us, like, he's like, what's your body age? Like, what do you think you are?
Yeah.
And he's like, I think I'm 50. I would say 19 for me.
You think 19?
I think I'm 19.
I would say my body feels about 58, 59.
Oh, yeah. That's the way I've looked for the last 20 years.
And then, maybe mind-wise, like mid-20s at the highest. Maybe.
No, that's too high.
It's
Like,
probably
my
too
mind
high.
wise is like 19. But there has to be a point where we can sue the state and just say, I want my birthday changed. Can you imagine that? All right, so you're a single guy, you're in a bar, and your ID, you look like me, but your ID says 1998. And you're like, you don't believe me? Check. It's a fascinating thing. Because now you have the man or woman's attention because they're so bewildered that, like, how is this 1998?
I love this idea.
This is unbelievable. I think it should be an experiment that we explore.
Can you get in trouble for giving a fake ID if you're over
to another
21?
Citizen? No.
Like at a bouncer?
And by the way, I'm Homeland Security.
Yeah, that's true.
So
you're wearing an FBI shirt.
Yeah, like I can do whatever I want. That's an experiment we should explore. Getting fake IDs for reverse age and going up, like, you're not going to believe how old he is, but there's no way. And like, look.
Yeah, they're going to call people over and be like, you have to see this.
Or we get denied at a bar because we say we're 20. And then like, let me see your ID. And you show your 20-year-old ID. Like, the door guy would be like baffled.
He'd be like, I can see white hair.
Like, I don't understand. Like, wait. Because they just think,
and I'd be like, I thought I cut them all out.
Yeah, they think you're just letting you in. They're scanning it, and then it's like, dude, and it's like, oh my God, I don't care.
Is it a one-party state in Illinois?
No, it's not.
It's a two-party?
It really sucks.
What does that mean?
So it means you need to have consent. Something you probably don't know about.
Let me look up that.
Yeah. Hold on. Can you explain to him what that means?
Okay,
There's a list of women that say he doesn't know.
Probably men.
You need.
Definitely not women.
I was trying to make it seem better for you. I was trying to, but basically, like, if you and I were having a secret conversation or having a conversation and I was recording you and then I used that against you, it wouldn't be able to, like, it wouldn't hold up because you didn't know I was recording.
But if you're
But if I was like, hey, let's talk business, I'm going to record this. Is that cool with you? And you were like, that's cool with me. Then, like, we're good to go. Yeah.
Hey, we're doing this for YouTube views. Is that cool with you if it's cool with me?
Yeah. And it's yes.
So as I hand the ID, I'm going to say, I'm doing this for YouTube views if that's cool with you, if it's cool with me. But I would do it like, I'd say it really fast in a Persian accent.
Try it one time.
I'm doing this for YouTube views. If it's cool with you, it's cool with me.
I think that's how you should talk.
I wish you talked like that. Do you ever just go on stage and start talking like that? Just to see if people
Somebody who did it that I got to go on the road with him in Naples was my good buddy Amir K, who was fishing and busy for us all of the whole week we spent in Los Angeles. He was fishing every day. He fished in Naples, in case you're wondering. He
likes fishing that much, huh?
Yeah, he's big.
Does he keep them or throw them back?
Depends. If he gets the red ones, which I don't know what that means, he keeps them.
That means.
But then if it's non-red, he throws them back. But he threw back. He got jack, whatever. I don't know anything about fishing. But
did you go with him?
Hammerheads. Oh no, I don't get sick on a boat unless it's a yacht. I'm not going.
I get sick on a boat too. I've never been on a yacht, but I assume I would get sick.
But so he used to have in his act. It was unbelievable. It was like Kaufman style. This is 10 years ago. He would do he would middle for this guy, Miles Jabrani, and he would do his entire act in a Persian accent. And he was swearing at the audience, all the Persian people, and they were so taken back that this guy, who's a foreigner, was like swearing at them. And at the end, he would say who he was in a normal, and people were just like mind blown.
Oh, he did it the whole set.
The whole set, dude. 20 minutes. It was so funny. He's like, "What's up, motherfuckers? Fuck
Hello,
you,
motherfuckers.
Yeah. I'm gonna fuck your wife right now." In the front row, he's like, "How's your wife?" He's like, "Tell her face." He's like, "How about I put my finger in her?" And you're just like, "What the fuck is happening?"
That rules.
Kyle, I think you should do that.
Yeah. Hello, motherfuckers.
Dude,
it's me, the Persian daddy.
Oh, I've always wanted to do a show in a Southern accent.
Yeah.
To do like just 30 minutes, like in a Southern accent.
You ever seen the Conan O'Brien where Rory Scovel does that for his like 5-minute set where he just does like this character from like South Carolina?
He does?
Yeah, he has like
it's
a
probably so
Budweiser on
funny.
the stool. Yeah, Rory's the best, man. He has like the best TV appearances.
You really?
Yeah, there's one where like him and John Doerr on Conan, they supposedly get booked at the same time, and a bunch of people have tried to rip this off since. And if you have, you're lazy and come up with your own ideas. But
Like our YouTube idea, don't and nobody steal it.
Nobody
1998.
1998. But the Conan's like, this is embarrassing. We booked 2 comics at the same time. Like, so, instead of one of them just not being able to go, they've been gracious enough to both share the time together. And so he's like, ladies and gentlemen, Roy Scovel, ladies and gentlemen, John Doerr. And then they come out at the same time. They kind of step to the mic at the same time. And then they both just individually do their acts for 5 minutes at the exact same time while they're talking. Like, it's awesome. It's like just chaos.
Oh, I got to see that.
It's fucking cool.
I got to see that.
Comedy used to be a fun thing,
Well, now we have aliens. I don't know if we do.
What a transition.
Well, I'm going to pull up.
Was when you were a kid, remember the movie Signs?
Was that Mel Gibson's movie? No, that was
Yeah.
Charlemagne,
yeah. It was Charlemagne and Mel Gibson.
M. Night Shyamalan is his name or whatever. wasn't it?
I'm
Dude.
Night Shyamalan.
You're the movie buff. You're like
Yeah.
a wannabe director. Yeah. Emmy who?
M. Night Shyamalan.
Isn't it
M. Night-
funny that if you like kind of get like enough shine in your life, like you're like good at something, like because obviously he's talented, right? But that if you get enough of like a pedestal, kind of like to show the world like what you're good at, that you kind of just end up being a hack. Like, isn't that so funny? Because if he had just made 3 movies, people would be like, he's a genius. And then by the time we get to old, people are like, I'll fucking put a gun in my mouth if I have to watch one. Here's a surprise ending for you, M. Night. I'm going to blow my brains out during your movie.
Here's a surprise ending for you. Good night.
Good night.
Night.
You think he ever says that to his kids before bed? He goes, night.
How many kids in school would fuck with the kids and
He
just
does
say
surprise
that?
endings.
Night.
Night.
And I think they're Indian or they're like the darker
he's
Asian.
something like
so
you.
people are making comments like
What
Night.
is it? Will you look up his...
Of course your name's Night.
Yeah.
Birthday was a couple.
Look up his ethnicity.
Oh, we have the same birthday, him and I? We have the same level of success.
Yours is the 9.
Yeah.
What's-
Hey, put them together. What do you got?
What's
a
his-
6 and a 9.
What's his... Stop. What's his first name? Mark Night Shyamalan?
MANOJ.
Why do you guys look at me like I'm supposed to know how to say it?
Yeah. Well,
This
you're
is
not...
the most racist podcast.
What is he? Is he like...
He's born in India.
Oh, same as Brader. All right. Iran, India.
Iran, India, same thing.
Yeah. No, I thought that Iran was in India. It's the capital of India.
It's okay. I've thought for 10 years that you're from the Quad Cities.
Yeah, people always think I'm either from Indiana or Iowa, and both are offensive.
Well, how is your town different from a town in Iowa?
Well, it's still in Illinois. I like Illinois.
But are you on a more southern tip where people are St. Louis fans?
Kind of, yeah. It was actually like split growing up because WGN was there, so you could watch the Cubs every day.
Oh, so you guys would watch Pat.
Pat Tomasula.
Shout out.
I watched him as a kid. When he was also a kid.
He looks younger than us.
on WGN.
And we watched him as a kid. He literally looks 10 years younger than us.
He's a kid in like a big giant adult suit.
We're 30 years old watching him. We're like, that's easy. That kid's great.
Yeah, that kid's so funny. Have you ever like seen what you thought was like a UFO? Have you ever seen it, or like what are your thoughts?
We all grew up on E.T.
Yeah.
So I was like, and I liked E.T. so much as a kid. When we were a kid, there was like 6 VHS cassettes that were left behind for us at my aunt's house when my cousin and I would
Dude, why
sit
is
there.
that that was the same way at my grandma's house. It was like you could watch I'm going to try to remember Fantasia, Black Beauty, or what was the other? It was just all these horrible like VHSs.
We had
Lion King, and that was it. And so it was just like I watched Lion King or I went outside, and that was it. I'd just go outside. I didn't watch Fantasia.
Well, we would do both, but at night, what are you going to do? At like 6 p.m. when it would get dark in Illinois in the winter.
Yeah.
So we had E.T., Fantasia, Lost Boys.
You had Fantasia too?
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
And then we had Lost Boys and
What's Lost Boys? I don't remember that.
I don't know. Look it up.
You don't know?
And Beetlejuice.
Ooh, Beetlejuice.
We
is
just
probably
keep
a good
watching it
one.
over and over.
Yeah, yeah. It's so funny that as a kid you watch the same thing.
Yeah.
Every day.
But E.T. made me believe that aliens were real, and I was like, when I was a kid.
Like, did you want to meet him, or did
Yeah,
you
I thought I wanted like my own ET. I thought it was like a Santa Claus type thing. Like this would be.
Well,
cool.
you kind of have your own ET now.
Yeah, I do. Because he doesn't ride a bike
Yeah, that's true.
in the air, which
He
would be
doesn't ride a bike in the movie.
in the air. He
He
goes.
sits in the basket. He doesn't ride the bike.
Oh my! He's correcting me. I never wanted to believe it. And then when there was like the Terminator, the machines, like all this stuff that's happening, you just thought it was movies. But now it's all coming to life.
Dude, I watched Terminator for the first time in a long time, like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Like one of those where it was like a buddy came over and we had both just got done working like very long shifts. And we're like, oh, we should watch Terminator. That'd be fun. And then we just fell asleep to Terminator. Like we both fell asleep on the couch watching Terminator.
The original?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of like Machines and Aliens.
Yeah, I forgot that he's kind of like the bad guy.
Yeah, and then he gets good at one of
That's
them.
not how I remembered it, though. I remembered it like him being a good guy in it.
Well, because we were so trained that Schwarzenegger was a good guy in film in general. And then, yeah, he was a bad guy in the first one.
Kindergarten Cop, he actually is a bad guy, too.
Why? What did he do? Julian, he climbed the tower. His mom?
He touched the kids. It's a work release program.
Then there was that one guy who was on the Rogan podcast recently, like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And he come out with a Netflix or some kind of documentary where he said his name and everything is expunged from the internet, and he was a Stanford professor, and it's not Area 51, it's another number, and that he's seen like the UFO, everything, but nothing has been like verified.
Yeah.
Now, there's some people who say it's a distraction of like what's going on in Ukraine and the government, and that the government is using this as a tool. Why would our government ever use anything as a tool?
Yeah, that's crazy.
They would never do that to us.
Yeah.
And
Why would the
using this as a
government?
tool-
The government's cool, man. That's why
Yeah.
they gave Ukraine like
Yeah, there
$5
wasn't
billion.
like a big
That's-
trial going on with the government center and things. So
No.
now they're talking about aliens, and then now the whistleblower comes out. It sucks.
What was the other thing that they called UFOs? UDAs?
Yeah, and I didn't know what
I
that
never
meant.
heard
I've heard
that
of
before.
UTI. I've never
Yeah.
heard of
UTI, I know what that is for
Yeah.
sure. You ever get a UTI, a boy UTI?
Yeah, but I don't think it's any. I mean, HIPAA. I'm not going to violate.
Oh, okay. Well, I think you just maybe told it yourself a little bit.
It burned.
Really smart. It
I was
really
in
does.
college. It
Hurts your
burned.
ball. I got one in college too. I thought I had ball cancer.
I've thought that like 1,000 times.
I was like, my nuts really hurt. And she was like, yeah.
I was just like, I think this is it. I saw the people in college, then I had to go see like a urologist, and
Yeah.
I was like, so how long?
Why don't they call him peologist?
Or just penis doctors?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dr. Penis.
But what are vagina doctor OBs? Gynecologists, yeah.
OBGYNs.
Gynecologist,
Yeah.
urologist. I don't know.
That's kind of, I feel like OBGYN is kind of like, they're kind of touching into that LB
OBGQ2.
Q2. Yeah, they're like kind of stealing from them. I think women should get their own thing. Leave the letters to the gays.
Do you think there's gay aliens?
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure that they're just like whatever.
But I want like the
I'm sure it's just like
procreation
regular
process.
people.
What if there are? I mean, do you think there are?
What, gay aliens?
Yeah, GAs.
Yeah.
You think there's GAs?
Yeah, I think there's general admission.
There's no way we can fight them if they're here.
Here's the thing. What if they're like super weak? Like, what if they have like no upper body strength, or they're like zombies where they just kind of like can go in your direction, but they don't have any brain function?
Yeah, but in the papers, like the supersonic whatever, and our Air Force can't even like follow them. Like it's like they travel beyond the speed of light. Like that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And that one guy, can you look him up? The alien guy that was on the Rogan show. He said that he watched someone die in the lab because they touched the little UFO,
Yeah.
and the force was so great and then it's just like cleaned up, like he was just gone.
Like evaporated his
Yeah,
body?
no, he died from like when they're all working on it, and it was made for a Martian. Like, in the way he like had sketched what he saw because he couldn't take any pictures.
The guy who was on 13 days ago named Bob Laser.
Yeah, he was on again.
Or someone just uploaded this 13 days.
Oh yeah, Bob Laser.
Joe Rogan, my name, something.
Bob
my
Laser,
podcast,
Bob
my
Lazar, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, Bob Lazar. Laser's awake.
Well, but he's being dubbed as like the whistleblower,
Yeah.
the guy who used to work in intelligence, but he was technically military. He went into Congress and he said that there are UFOs and there are dismembered parts of aliens that the U.S. has. They're not telling anyone about.
I feel like they made a good point in that thing where they were like, well, they're either UFOs and we should investigate that for the personal safety of everyone, or like either way, this needs to be looked into more. It shouldn't just be like, we'll figure it out. Like it's
But also Bob Lazar and this person is saying the Air Force does have like a space force.
and the guy from Blink-182 said that too.
He did?
Yeah,
What did he
Tom. He said aliens were real. And then at a concert recently, he was like, I fucking told you guys.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
because he got kind of put out as like a crazy guy. I think he was kind of crazy though. That's kind of the problem with learning stuff, is that most of the people that are like experts on stuff, it's like, well, they're a person. They're going to be
because they have just
pretty. I mean,
a
if
humanity
you
level
get
to them?
super obsessed with aliens for 25 years, don't you think you're going to come out the other end of that kind of weird?
yeah, like you're going into like fields trying to like have foil around your head trying to get them to.
Yeah. You're going to turn some heads.
There's no way we're the only people here.
I agree. There's no
Like
way.
in the whole universe.
There's no way. It's too big.
It's very human of us to think that because we're so
Even
selfish
American.
inherently, like just very American. Like we're the only ones.
Yeah.
And why are America's one country? What is the rest of the world saying about aliens? That's what I want to know.
That's a great question.
Like we haven't heard a lot from other countries.
No.
Because they're in war right now.
Do you think North Korea?
I think it's a big cover up. No one else is talking about it, just us.
That's actually really interesting. That Austin has a good point because it's just America's headlines constantly talking about
That's
aliens.
true.
Like the French aren't like
Yeah.
we agree.
French are sweating.
British aren't talking about it. Like the Middle East is like we
What if
have terrorists.
What if I promise to not talk about it if they just lower my property taxes? Take the money that you're giving to Ukraine and just lower my taxes,
I agree.
and then I'm good.
There's gonna be an alien
I'll never mention it. I'll never bring it up.
at the rate of how inflation's going. There's gonna be an alien tax soon.
There will be, dude. I don't know. It's very funny to be like, do you think it's like a political issue at all? Like, do you think more Democrats? But I don't even think people are really Republican or Democrats anymore. They're probably just all over the place. But do you think there's like one side of it that kind of believes aliens more than the other? Because it feels like this is kind of like an Epstein thing where it's like everybody's on the same team again, which was nice about that Epstein thing.
Was everybody on the same team?
Everybody was on the same team. Everybody was like, he didn't fucking kill himself. This is a
Yeah,
cover-up.
because Republicans and Democrats rode that plane with him
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
14-year-old girl land.
Yeah.
So they had to make sure he was dead.
Yeah. To Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah.
That was the name of the plane.
the name of
No,
the name of the plane was Kindergarten
as soon as
Cops.
they named the plane, they should have all been arrested. Lolita Express.
Wait, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's like the most unoriginal pedophile. It's one thing to be a pedophile. It's a whole nother thing to be an unoriginal pedophile. You know?
The problem is, and this will be the ongoing issue with us exploring things, is I don't know what's real and what's not real. And right now, with AI and everything,
Yeah.
we could be watching a clip, watching a video that has been manufactured, and there's no way to tell. There's enough of a podcast that we've done where we can come out with a statement that we never did, based on the voice recognition and everything. So I don't know. If you think about it too much, though, that's why I know people who go crazy because of aliens. Like, that is a very the scariest things in your life are things you can't control, and aliens.
roller coasters.
And nobody
aliens.
can help you. Roller coasters.
Bungee jumping.
Bungee jumping.
What's some other stuff you would never do? Would you meet
Horseback
an
ride?
alien? Would you meet an alien if you could go to the zoo and it was like kind of like a zoo setup?
If it was like E.T. and we just touched
Yeah.
fingers,
Yeah, like through the glass, like they're in jail.
I'd fuck it.
Like a
That wasn't the question.
like a. So not only would you go, you'd be in there with a drill making a glory hole for the aliens. You're like, "Whirr!" Like, does someone have a drill here?
There's no way we could
He's sticking his dick through it.
There's no way aliens could be. If aliens are in a zoo, it's because they want to be there.
Yeah.
Because they want you to come so they could just whatever they're taking from us.
Maybe they're not
we
any
walk
more
by them.
powerful than us, though. Maybe they're just as weak as you are.
But all the papers and stuff aren't saying that. It's saying like the way their machinery is, the way everything is. That's why if it is real, the government doesn't want to talk about it because they're just like they're real and we can't do anything about it.
I kind of wonder if that's not the case more than anything, where it's just like, listen, if they decide they're gonna fuck us up, say bye-bye. Like, it's all over with.
Or it'd be cool if it's like Star Trek and like they flew out there on their little secret government UFO.
Yeah.
And they like met on a planet and they're like, here are the rules. And they're like, Epstein's got to go.
And they're like, all right, we'll tell him to kill himself.
And Biden can't run again. Like the guy's falling over. Like we can't help him. We tried. And Trump can't run again. Like they're just talking to each other. If they're real, they're controlling
What
us.
if we did? Well, we should make a trade with the aliens. We'll give them Trump and Biden if they just leave us alone for like 10 more years.
I hope they leave us alone for just like 30 more.
Yeah, that'd be plenty.
Or like 50.
What do you think? What do you think you'll make it to?
I think 99.
Really? You do have like a lot of healthy habits, though. For a guy who does some of,
Eating for 3 days.
well, like for some of the like,
It's none of your business.
I do that shit too. Where I just don't eat for 12. I literally did that. Like I felt sick yesterday. I didn't eat for 24 hours.
It's very gratifying the next day.
Well, then I pigged out.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't work.
Yeah, it just
Because
makes
if you
me-
don't eat any calories one day, but then you have 20,000 the next day,
Yeah. How many calories do you think you have a day?
3,000.
3? That's it? That's pretty good.
No, but then on the weekends I'll have 28,000.
Yeah, it's almost football season too, so.
Oh, I can't wait.
Ah,
They could just get an
Really?
alien quarterback like in one of my fantasies.
that would be cool. Okay, so if aliens could like assimilate to Earth and kind of run one, like whether it be like politics, sports, like technology or something like that, like social
Technology's
media.
too broad, though.
What would you? Okay, well, just then you put the parameters on it. Like what would you want to see aliens like if they were like, you got to give us something? Like what would you want to give to them?
Oh, like they want something from us?
Yeah, they want like reality TV. They're like, can we be in charge of reality TV? And it's like, yeah, you guys can have reality TV.
I would say politics.
Politics?
I'd say you guys handle the bureaucracy. Like, because then you'd have senators that are like on their 18th term, just ending up dead.
How?
Everyone's 40 and under now in Congress.
Yeah, that would be great. That's what we need. We need not people that are just melting in front of the camera.
He's doing his body impression.
Dude, it's so fucking. I can't believe we have to listen to what 80-year-olds say.
The best is like the two ages, like 22 and over 80,
Yeah.
where you do not care.
Or you're not.
There's no way at that age they care about the future of anything.
No, they're just trying to pad their pockets before they fucking die. They're little dickheads.
just trying to
Everything's
breathe.
short-sighted.
They're just trying to breathe.
Yeah.
So what would you have them do?
I think I'd put them in charge of mass shootings. I feel like this is big business, boys. You guys can have it. It'd be nice, you know?
Yeah, if they're gonna stop the mass shootings,
They're just in charge of it. They can do it however they want.
as long as they tip us off.
Yeah, just let us know.
If we had an alien producer,
Mm-hmm.
things would be so much more efficient.
Maybe. I feel like they would want to talk about aliens a lot.
Hopefully, they could up our subs.
Yeah. Ooh, we get alien subs. That'd be good.
Yeah, because maybe one counts as a 50,000.
They can beam you up into their ship and you can do stand up.
That would be true. We could save a lot of money on Ubers.
Yeah.
You think there's like a NACA for aliens? Like, could we make like $2,500 a show?
Do you think they'll read my rider?
Yeah. No, I don't.
I
think
have
so.
to have one of these after
Yeah.
midnight.
Can I have
sent to my
Fiji
hotel
water
room.
and?
I need Fiji water and Doritos.
Yeah. And they're like, "What's up, motherfucker?" That's how all the aliens talk.
Every alien's in a Persian accent.
What accent do you think aliens would have?
Do you think it's like the standard me 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 me?
No, I think it's Chinese. Try it out. See,
You think
do
an
an
alien
alien, a
is like-
Chinese alien.
Hey, Kyle, you want the chicken or the pork?
He did it. Okay.
Baited him. Good job, Kyle.
We have managed to offend every part of society today.
Well, it's just aliens. Who's gonna get mad? A Chinese alien?
Well, apparently they all are. That would make a lot of sense.
Damn, I really did want to do
Because
a
they're
Chinese
level-
alien for a second. It took all the power in me to not do a Chinese alien right now.
You're gonna have to.
Nope, I can't now. Would you go to an alien therapist?
I would, because I feel like they could. The idea from the movies where aliens can just like touch you and heal you, and
Yeah.
they're basically like Christ.
What if they can make your penis bigger?
That would be good.
But they've got to touch it. They got to do. What if you could get your penis 1/16 of an inch bigger every time they jerked you off? How many times would you let them do it? And it's not a girl.
64.
It's not a girl alien.
64.
Nice. So you're working with like a 5-inch hog by the end of it?
4.
5.5? Okay. 4. You go lower.
I forgot to include an article that I thought you'd find as interesting.
Ooh, let's get to it.
let's
All right,
see it,
producer
Dana White.
notes. Let's see him.
A couple years ago, there was an Israeli space security chief guy.
I'm already
For the
out.
Okay. For the Israeli
They're like, yeah, these Palestine kids are aliens. That's why we're killing them.
He came forward saying that like the U.S. government and all governments know that aliens exist, and there's actually we've actually been trading with them and talking to them for like many years now, and that Trump knows about it, and there's like a conspiracy behind the creation of the Space Force for that reason, because apparently the alien and universal conglomerate is called the Galactic Federation, according to this real Israeli former chief of security.
And they just made this guy crazy too, right?
Yeah, like he was like, this is, I'm looking at NBC News.
Yeah, I remember that coming out. We just don't talk about it.
That was the wild part about all these things. Like all the articles you sent us, it wasn't like they were from like super weird. It was like CBS, NBC. Like it was like
Because none of those matter. But so this guy said that, right? That there's a federation and that they've been communicating with aliens.
Literally called the Galactic Federation. We've been trading with them, exchanging knowledge and history. Like it's like a whole fucking.
I'm telling you,
exchange of goods.
We have an agreement. They own us.
that'd be so funny trying to explain to like aliens that like, you guys need a little more diversity.
Can you imagine Trump at that meeting?
You only have green aliens here. You need to.
What's funny, when he created the Space Force, he said this quote. He said, "Space is going to be the future, both in terms of defense and offense. We're now the leaders of space." When presenting the Space Force,
I like him.
I miss him.
I do miss him, honestly. I think about
The
him
greatest
a lot.
entertainer of.
I think about him a lot because it's like.
Him and Elvis.
Yes.
how do you guys feel about the conspiracy that aliens will create world peace finally?
No.
Well,
Aliens are gonna want smoke, man. They're gonna come for us.
Well, that's the thing. Well, the idea is that the aliens come, and then we, as a world, have to come together to defeat them. Or
No,
we have
that'll
we have
never
a common
happen,
enemy
dude.
finally.
It'll never happen.
Okay.
Everybody that'll never happen. We'll never get. You think we're gonna pal up with like North Korea and Russia? Figure it out.
If aliens come down and start having at it,
I just don't
World
think it's
peace
gonna
is
happen.
not possible because of the money on the line.
Yeah, there's too much power and money.
There's too much money that we need they need fighting so they could sell guns and sell stuff. But
Sell drugs through.
But
soldiers
aliens
that
could
died.
create where they could. I
in
think they
body
could
cavities.
humanize or alienize people, where they, the movies where they just like put their finger on your head, and
Yeah.
then there's like the montage of everything of the last 10,000 years, and you're like,
Yeah, you're coming.
that was the first time I did ecstasy. Hey, like this. I think that would happen.
You think it would?
I mean, you guys didn't talk about the main court hearing that just happened, where the guy literally said they're in possession of non-human biological material, which is like we're in possession of an alien.
I just don't understand how you're in possession of non-human biological material. So that means it's got to be like in a lab, frozen somewhere. So he's just saying he's in possession of like alien shit.
Yeah.
Like, did he just go, like, they collected some shit and they're like, this is not.
Do you think aliens should? If that's the process for everybody, what a disappointing world. You know what I mean? Like, if everybody has to poop, that sucks.
Yeah, there should be some efficiencies. Like,
Somebody should have cleared that up by
do
now.
they eat?
Do they have to eat?
Do
Do
they
they need
talk?
coffee in the morning?
Do they take birth control?
Does their alarm go off at like 8:30 at night for birth control?
Do they complain if their significant other is watching football and getting drunk and
Yeah.
ignoring them?
And you say, "Shut up, bitch. This only lasts for 17 weeks."
Do they say bitch?
I don't know. I added it, and then I felt like it was too spicy once it came into my
Are they-
mouth.
Are
talk
there
like-
women and male aliens? Or
I
are
don't
they
talk
just
like that. I don't.
one?
My guest bedroom has a really uncomfortable bed, so I'm not. I don't talk like that in my house.
Yeah, I think you know the rules. You're the bitch, to be honest.
I'm like, you know what? I am a bitch. Yeah.
I think we've explored aliens, what our perspective is on aliens. If you guys have comments,
What I like is that we explore stuff, but we don't learn anything.
no, there's no need to.
I don't feel any smarter, and I like that about this podcast.
This podcast is about talking about what you find to be a curious thought about a topic,
Yeah.
but we don't really want to become an expert because it's unnecessary.
Well, and it's like my brain only has so much room in it, and I can't be filling it up with alien shit.
Yeah, we have jokes to do.
Yeah, I gotta write more jokes about my penis.
You do. Especially.
I should write some jokes about my penis, honestly.
I don't know. That's a good idea.
Really? Hold
Hey,
on. Look under the table.
Right about your butt.
Look under the table.
I want more jokes about your butt.
No, stop it.
Why?
Cut the podcast.
Uh,
I'm too embarrassed. I'm too shy.
Please like and subscribe. Please.
don't.
Or don't. Or honestly,
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, if you don't like this podcast,
Suck our
tell your
dicks.
friends how much you hate it.
Yeah.
Because guess what?
Send them the link and tell them to watch it.
Yeah.
If
we're
you
never
hate this
stopping.
podcast, send it and say, you know what? Just for the algorithm, I'll throw it a like, but like I don't like it.
Yeah, just say, hey, we don't like this new style of what you guys are doing. Guess what? We don't care.
don't
We're
give
doing
a
this
shit.
for ourselves.
Yeah. You didn't watch the first go around. We know that because we
Yeah.
could see the views.
Because we saw the sub 1 million views.
It's
after
wild to see
64
negative
episodes.
views. Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube started doing that, and I think they're just becoming a negative company.
It's
in
kind of
general.
rude. Yeah.
Yeah, to have the negative likes.
What do you think aliens use instead of YouTube? Like, what do you think they do? Like blogs?
No, I think an alien truly what happens if you want to watch TV, the oldest of all the siblings has to go in the middle of the room, bend over, and they watch it out of their butt. And if you were bad, your parents get to watch 10 hours of TV, so you have to bend over and they have to you have to have the TV projected out of your butt.
I hate being the oldest. There's literally no good parts of it.
This has been episode 2 of Chris and Kyle Explore the Universe.
Yeah.
Tell your parents you love them. We love aliens. If you're out there, watch our backs and give us some bets.
I'm excited to meet one. I think that I like aliens. I'm team alien, I think.
I need aliens for Saturday and Sunday football.
Yeah. Show us one bet we could win.
Show us one winner that'll change our lives.
Yeah. And it's not either one of us.
Thank you.
And also thank you.
And also with you.
And also,
Peace be with you.